I'm saying you're saying that that's like an incendiary statement, which probably has more like disadvantageous outcomes than good. But I'm saying like if you're fully aware of that, I think you're playing dumb by being like, yeah, you're right. I should be more aware of the broad like paintbrush I use to paint. You are doing it intentionally. Arthur Quanley is doing it intentionally. Like he wouldn't put a footnote being like, by the way, I didn't mean all Jews. What do you think is the like interpretation, the obvious interpretation of his tweet of saying like, you know, blacks can be evil, whites can be evil, Jews are evil. Obviously the interpretation is one, the average is evil, or two, all Jews are evil, right?
I didn't see his tweet, and he's a friend, so I'm not going to sit there and bash.
I'm not asking you to bash him. I'm asking you about the tweet itself. You probably shouldn't
write tweets like that. But there is need to be some pushback against like, hey, Israel is a fucked up evil nation. So the backlash might be a little too extreme sometimes to wake people the fuck up that like we're sitting there paying for a genocide. I mean,
but you're admitting it's divisive.
We've been watching a genocide for 2 fucking years. Does that not bother you? Like watching these kids get slaughtered? Have you never went and like watched the videos of just getting massacred?
Of course it bothers me. My whole point was you're using divisive language that could just be doing more harm than good. Same way, again, I can lament the fact that men are the sole perpetrators of rape and violence against women and homicide against women, but you would still say I'm doing more harm than good if I were to just get on Twitter and say men are homicidal rapists. You would say, do you really think you're helping gender relations right now? And I'm saying like that's a fair criticism, and because you've made that criticism, I'm just saying why not apply it to the way you talk about Jews? If you even by your own account don't think it's all Jews.
It's all, but unfortunately, it's a lot more.
But you think it's most?
I think about 70% or so support Israel, and they need a little pushback to be like, hey, this is not acceptable. We're not going to pay for your fucking genocide anymore. We're not going to let Dave Portnoy send me to fucking Auschwitz. I'm not going to go apologize to a fucking rabbi. Like when the basketball player, he said the black people are really Israelites. Oh, he got canceled real quick. Had to give $500,000. He had to, I think, go to Auschwitz. Fucking Elon Musk had to go to Auschwitz. He said, hey, maybe Israel should kill less kids. Next thing you know, he's flying to Auschwitz, getting walked around by Ben Shapiro. It's like, I'm sick of fucking getting told that you can't criticize a race. So I think it's causing a backlash of people being more extreme, getting signs that say, fuck the Jews. So yes, has it caused more extremism? It's because they're telling you can't say it. So they're directly causing the extremism by saying, hey, we're going to fucking cancel you and destroy your family for saying fuck the Jews. It's making people saying fuck the Jews, even though they don't mean all Jews. It's the Dave Portnoys, these fucking scumbags telling us what we can say. So they're creating this backlash by trying to censor it.
They could say that. I'm just saying they're doing the very thing that they accused like dumb liberals of doing, of being like a cab, all cops are bad. They were like, why would you say that? And then, or if they said like cam, like kill all men, which obviously they don't actually mean kill. Like we didn't see any like rise in actual homicide towards men after.
I didn't know you guys were trying to kill all men. I missed this. What was this?
I'm saying this was written off as being like violent incendiary language. Like people really sounds like more disavowed like people saying a cab.
I think people also can know that, there's some truth and some joke and humor. And it's not perfect. It's not a perfect world.
Where's the comedy in Arthur Quanley's tweet?
I mean, we're watching a genocide right now. I don't know if it's comedy. It's probably.
You just said
okay, that well, sometimes the shit's comedy. I mean, he's probably sick of watching the evil he's been watching. We're watching the most evil thing we've seen in my lifetime. And I think ever, the first genocide ever fucking recorded on tape, and we're watching it, and our government's saying, oh, it's okay. All our politicians are saying it's okay. So yeah, people are fucking fed up, and they're saying
I'm not saying you can't.
Maybe they're saying some things they shouldn't fucking say, but when they see these fucking kids getting killed, it makes people want to be like, okay, these are fucking evil Jews. Now, is it unfair to a lot of Jews? Yeah, it is, but you can understand where the anger is coming from.
No, I can. That's why I'm only making this criticism because of the way you said feminists push divisiveness. If you didn't have that criticism of feminism, then I'd be like, fine, speak in broad language all the time. But because you criticize red pill and feminism for speaking too broadly and contesting the genders based off just a select few, I'm saying if you think that's divisive, you're admitting that the stuff you're putting about Jews is divisive.
Both the red pill and feminism have some valid points either. So it's like, it gets tricky with all these things because they're both saying things that are partially true. They're just taking the extremes.
I'm trying to remember what I was going to say before. Fuck, I had such a good point.
Sure you did. I don't believe it. Anyways, this is something we agree on real quick. So the one thing we agreed on, the factory farming is evil.
Yeah, would you have more takes about it?
I just think people should go look and watch some of the videos and see how horrific it is.
So why don't you go vegan? I'm not even vegan.
I've been before. It's just, it's hard. The eggs give me, I make sure to get them from like a farm, free range.
You do?
I try really hard. There's times when I'm out and I don't follow the rules, but I try to, ideally I would get I should try to get cheese that way too.
Wait, like your eggs in your fridge or from?
Yeah, go to a local farm with a place.
Oh, really?
I mean, it's not that you got to pay more money for it. It could be a pain in the ass, but it's better to find animals that are more humanely treated because even the eggs, they stuff them in these things. They have lights. They chop the beaks off. These animals are like tortured. These pigs are like, they can't even turn. They take their babies away. Yeah. People try to act like animals don't have feelings, and that's just, anyone that's been around dogs or grown up animals know they have feelings. Like a lot of friends, I was at Owen Benjamin's ranch the other day, and he had all these animals, but then he wasn't able to like eat them and slaughter them because now he has all these goats, all these like cows, and he's planning on using them to slaughter them. But it's like you grow attached to your animals when you're around them.
I think that everyone in school who eats meat should be forced as a school project to take home a pet chick, like a baby chick, raise it as your baby, and then like slaughter it once it's a chicken. If you're able to do that, like which farmers obviously do, go do your thing. Otherwise, I feel like it could be a really good red pill for people on factory farming. But yeah, like you said, like I'm also vegetarian. I feel like I should go vegan. I just did blood work this week and I'm very deficient in iron. And like apparently I'm at risk for heart disease, which I didn't know you could even be at risk for heart disease being underweight, but you can. So I'm trying to figure out how to be vegan in like a healthy way because when you look at the videos, basically, it's like if we're a vegetarian because we're against animals being like slaughtered, it's like they're actually still being slaughtered. Like they're still slaughtering a ton of chicks to make eggs.
Yeah, no, that's why I know
like thousands
vegans,
a day.
the more moral position, it's just tough. Life is tough. That's why I'm not overly critical of people. I try to tell them eat less meat, try to get it from like local farms. I don't like try to lecture them and be like, hey, go vegan.
I don't think you should because like I actually don't think shame is a good
Doesn't work as
tool.
Well.
I think what's better is like honestly just being like a good example. Like if some like hot girl or hot guy is like, or someone really in shape, is vegan, like I would say you're a good role model for vegetarianism because people always tell me like, oh, you can't be healthy while being vegetarian. And I'm like, what about Jake Shields? Like he was a fighter and he's vegetarian. So I use you as an example a lot when people are like, you're going to die because you don't eat.
Yeah.
Obviously I don't follow your diet. I should follow it more healthily. But yeah, I think we're kind of being like hypocritical little bitches. I think we should go vegan.
Oh, you're right. I went vegan before. I had a chef part of the time. I felt great when I had a chef, but when I didn't have the chef, I didn't feel as good. It wasn't getting the right
That's what I'm
protein.
saying. I think we're similar where it's like we moralize vegetarianism and we do obviously protest factory farming, but we're also being too comfortable. And we're basically doing what meat eaters do because they're basically like, oh, I don't want to give up meat because I really like meat. And we're kind of like, oh, well, it's easier for me to be vegetarian. It's like, well, it's also easier for meat eating. They're just doing things one step removed. So it's like, if we're going to tell people they should inconvenience themselves for ethics, I feel like we should also inconvenience ourselves.
This is why I tell people don't fully quit meat. Just like eat it less, eat it a couple of times a week, cut it back, try to get healthier, try to get meat that's not factory farm. Factory farming should be illegal. It's just disgusting.
I agree. Do you think, vegetarianism is healthier?
It can be. It depends on how you eat it. I think
not the way I do it.
Yeah, no, I think it's if you don't want to eat. Yeah, if you eat the right food, I think it can be healthier. But if it's not, it can be less healthy.
What about me? I have one meal a day. It's an Impossible Whopper meal from Burger King with fries and a Coke. Do you think I'm going to live longer than the meat eater?
You shouldn't be eating that. Like I don't eat the Impossible Burgers very often. The fast food, you should be avoiding that. We'll have to. Maybe I should write like a health cookbook.
I think you should talk about vegetarianism more.